This is a tarot card reading for the zodiac sign Aquarius for the 20th of February till the 2nd of March 2021. I start with the past and then I will talk about what situations you're in at present, and then I tell you what the cards give us for the future. This is a general reading, so please only take what resonates, and please like and subscribe or leave a comment if you like. Starting with the past, I see that you were in a relationship that actually was really very happy. You had a lot of fun together. I think there was also a lot of fire in there. Maybe it was with a fire sign. But I think that you had a lot of fun. I think you were a creative person and you were full of confidence as well in this relationship in the past. Now, this was really a strong connection, I believe, and you both felt for each other. I think you were in love with each other, and yeah, it looked like everything is good. That you were very happy together. Actually, you were, but then I think that slowly things changed, the way you saw each other. And I'm saying that because you have the reversed King of Wands. You have the Star card, so I think that you were really not anymore completely happy with the way you were. I think you changed. You changed in the way you saw things, the things you wanted, things around you. I believe that you wanted something else maybe, because you transformed. You were more looking at yourself, at what you wished for. And I think maybe, yeah, you had a lot of fun with that person, but maybe you needed more depth in it. Maybe that person was very much about appearance and just having fun and all that, and you like that. But I think you wanted to share more different, maybe also knowledge, or maybe I think you wanted to. When you got more aligned with yourself, I think you were more spiritual and more than the other person. And I can see that from the Knight of Wands. This person, yeah, they like to have pleasures, and they just like to, yeah, maybe jump around is what I get. But I mean, this person really, yeah, likes the energies between the two of you, the excitement. And I think this person is maybe somebody who's always looking for excitement. And I think that you enjoyed that in the past, you really did. But then I think it changed, that you wanted a more, um, um, not only that it was based on that I think you just wanted more. That is what I wanted to say. And so that it was not enough anymore to just have the fun with it. And but you really like this person, and yeah, I think you also saw that it was not only maybe for you, because you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. So these cards are saying, yeah, this person was also maybe trying to get the attention from other people. And I think you, yeah, you really much more want this balance. You much more want to yeah, have like an equal give and take, or more like helping each other and getting a deeper bond together. And I think maybe you found it a bit too superficial. Now you have the Empress reversed, so I believe that yeah, you didn't feel like this anymore. It's like you were not happy anymore with all the things that were like yeah, with the abundance of things. Maybe you just wanted to get back to yourself and just look at what is it that we have, and what are we going to do with what we do have, and much more maybe also practical. Yeah, I think that the overall message is that, yeah, you found it maybe a bit too superficial, becoming too superficial with that person. And I think, yeah, you did want to get away with that from them, I think you left each other. There was this connection, and I think that you came back to each other a few times. I think there were some delays in making that step to get away from them and to end this relationship. But it really it took you longer than you would have wished for. I think you really wanted to say, okay, this is not anymore what I want. I'm going to leave this situation, and then yeah, it's maybe too superficial anyway, so I can't do it, and so I step out of it. I believe that you couldn't just step out of this, and that it took longer for you because you do have much more feelings for this person than yeah, than you thought. You feel that connection. In the near future, you are going to have that. Yeah, you are going through a difficult time. I think, or at present you are in that. At present you feel like, yeah, did I make the right decision to leave this person? It is such a strong connection. What do we have together? I think, you know, you look at this, looking at, yeah, what is now happening after we have had this discussion, probably because you have the Ace of Swords. What is going to happen now? Now we have spoken it out. Now we are not seeing each other. What is going to happen? And I think that maybe you were waiting even for something to come, for the solution to come. But I think that it didn't come because you need to get that out of yourself, from yourself. And I think you didn't want to make that decision somehow. I think there are delays in it. And you have the Hermit. So I think you went, yeah, really within. And you needed to go within. I think you are maybe doing that now. Maybe you have been taking a distance, and you think, yeah, what do I want then? If I'm waiting, what am I waiting for? What do I want? You miss that person, and why shouldn't you just be the Three of Cups and just celebrate that you come back together again? And why should you not have that, yeah, that pleasures with that person? Why should you not just have the fun? And why do things need to be so complicated? Why can't I just step back and yeah, have that again with that person? But don't forget, you went with the star. You were more aligned with yourself. You were getting more ideas of what you wanted to do with your life. You really were not happy anymore the way things were going. Also the way they maybe were seeking attention from other people, and you just didn't want it anymore. And also I believe that you were spiritually yeah, further than that person. So I think you realized that that would just keep coming back. Now that card lays also next to the Seven of Swords, so that means that there's something going on that is not yeah, that you can't accept. I mean, you are doing really well. You're with your work or with your plans of what you have been thinking in the star, what you have been wishing for, maybe to change something in your life, a different lifestyle, more maybe leaving things behind that yeah, in the past they were a struggle. I think you are successful in leaving things behind you that are not anymore like you can't do anything with it, because it also lays next to the Ace of Swords, and you have the Ace of Swords twice, which means it's quite important. It's an important card, and it means like you're cutting things out of your life that you don't need anymore, you don't want anymore. Also maybe some experience that you have in the past, something that was related to the past that you didn't feel well with, or that you maybe had a conflict with. You're leaving that behind, and you go really much quicker than you thought that you would. So now you are really much further, and you are looking back, and you think, why did I have all these problems? Because, you know, if you are looking at it, if you are in a conflict or if you have difficulties with something, then it becomes a big problem. But if you are further away from it, you think, okay, so luckily I had that behind me. It's not so difficult anymore. Now, that can be related to this Knight of Wands, but I think it is still there. So it's not completely, that person is not completely out of your mind yet. And that is because they left these 2 swords for you, so they can pick them up anytime. So they somehow stole your heart, and they leave that. And yeah, maybe you are now in the Hermit looking at, so what is it then that I still want from them? You can maybe find many things that you didn't want from them. Maybe they were asking too much attention from other people. Even for some of you, they had an affair, or they were really with a third person, or maybe there was a third person in between, because yeah, this is a card where yeah, that is like they get away with something. You also have the deception card. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. I think it's partly you. I think it's partly you saying, I want to go back to that person. Yeah, maybe because the reversed Empress is also saying, yeah, maybe there is some kind of dependency on that person, on their, that you were with them and that you can't let them go. And also partly because they have put these swords there, so to leave for you, so that they can still come back. I think the deception is also there, that this person has been also looking at other people. They kept their options open, I think. And even if yeah, maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they were blindfolded about that themselves, because I think that they didn't think that they did something wrong. But I think that, yeah, I believe that that person is quite a flirty person. And yeah, they get away with things by also being charming, by also saying, oh no, it isn't anything, it is not that important. But yeah, so there is some kind of deception from both sides, admitting what this really is, seeing the reality of things as well. And yeah, you are fed up with that. You are fed up with yeah, maybe being treated like that, or you know, that there is this yeah, that they kept their options open, or that there is a third person in there, or maybe even if they say it is nothing, or asking attention all the time, where you think, okay, so now it is enough. But this person really likes to, is maybe very self-centered, and they like the appearance of, yeah, look at me, I have this, I have that. I think that is really the difficulty that you have with it. You really, I think it is going to be clear to you. And so you have this Ace of Swords, and that behavior you don't want anymore. You really are done with that. And you have the Ace of Swords twice. So I think that you come to the conclusion at present that you can't be with this person anymore, because it is not going to be something, you can't have this behavior anymore in any relationship. I think you decided that for yourself. So I believe that you're not there yet, because I think it took a long time for you to get to this point where you see that yeah, they had these options, and maybe yeah, maybe there was a good friend in there, maybe it was a parent or a child or something. But I believe that more yeah, because it lays next to the Lovers and there are 3 people in that card. but also because it lays next to the Seven of Swords. I believe that this person, and the Knight of Wands reversed. So yeah, it is a pity or a shame, because this person always believes maybe, yeah, there is something better there, there's something better there, something better there. Now remember, this whole reading, it can also be the other way around, that you kept your options open and that there are many things you can choose from. I believe that is the case anyway, that you have many options as well, but I think that it's more related also to work and the situation in the world right now, that you just have to consider what you want with your life. I think the person in your life, they needed attention from other people, so maybe too much showing off, or low self-esteem or something like that. They showed an interest in other people or other things, and then they looked at this and no, that couldn't satisfy them. Look at this, that couldn't satisfy them. And yeah, and then they always go back to where they left the swords. So then they come back to you. And I think you say, yeah, if you want to do that with someone else, but not with me, because I'm fed up with it. I don't want this kind of impulsive reactions, maybe. Yeah, impulsive, I think that's the word. It's like it is really this hyper jumping, I hear. This jumping from one thing to another, and jumping maybe from person to person to get the attention, but then in the end it's nothing serious. I think you don't want that anymore. You're fed up with that. You have the Three of Cups, so in the future, I think that it is you will get better. You are happy to be where you are, because you have come from this hermit mode. You have had successes. I think for work, or for something that you studied, or something you knew you learned, you have like a celebration. You're happy about that, and it's like, yeah, you really get to yourself, really aligned with yourself, and really something that even if there is not anything that to show your happiness in like material things, I think you will have that later. But I think, yeah, you have something to be happy about, because I think you have this inner knowledge now. This like, yeah, everything will be fine, whatever I do now. And yeah, that's a good feeling. I think in the near future this person is coming back, and yeah, they try it again. So they come here and they say, look what we have, look at what we had, look at how beautiful, what a strong connection we had, and we don't want to lose that, do we? So why don't we just give it another try? And you know, we were so happy together, and yeah, let's get back together. And then yeah, you're not sure about this. You're not sure about this because you're looking at what happened here with the Seven of Swords. So yeah, these are these two swords they left for you, the two swords here. Like, okay, so what am I doing with these swords? It's also like choosing, making a decision for moving on with this person or not. So this person is like maybe coming back in 2-3 weeks time in the future, and then yeah, you need to make a decision about this, if this is something that you really want. I think that, yeah, you are looking at what they did here and how serious it was, and yeah, you are also wondering how much they are really how much they really are serious about this, because I think that they can't see yet how to get there with you, how to come home with you. You know, they do really want that, and they show that, but you are not sure if they are going to be like the Knight of Wands reversed, or yeah, if they are going to still be the same as they were, if they are going to repeat themselves, if they learned something in this separation. And yeah, you are not sure if it is possible at all that you just come together. So I think that it is going to take some time, because you have some cards that are saying you need some time to think about that. This person, they believe that they have changed, I think. So they want to come back, and they want to have this with you. I do have the card romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I think whatever this is, if you go back or not, I think that it is definitely, yeah, worth to see. Not to leave this too quick, because I see that there is still love in there. You have the Lovers. It does lay next to next to the Seven of Cups, so it lays next to all these options, and this person is yeah, weighing up their options. Now I think that it can also be you now this time who is thinking, do I really want this? And for some of you, you have met someone else in the meantime, and you are thinking, do I really want to yeah, go back to this person, or do I want to move on with the other? Now I think for most of you it is going to be clear what this third person was in the person you were with. Who is this person, or what is this thing in between? I think it is all going to be clear and spoken out. So in the future, I think that is not going to happen anymore, what they did before, or how they were jumping around. You have the Ace of Swords again, so you have it twice. So it really says, in the future, this coming back from this person will only be happy, can only happen because you cut out these yeah, these things that you really didn't want in a relationship, that you can't deal with, that they were asking this attention from others, or maybe that there was a third person in there, or yeah. So that's all going to be clear, that they have to be more committed, and otherwise it's just not going to work between the two of you. And I think that they really realize that. So because it's not only for you, these Ace of Swords, it's also for them. So I think that they are also going to cut out the things that they realize that they are not good for them, if they want to be with you. So I think that they are going to cut that out. And then yeah, you have the engagement card. This is not about a real engagement. It is about your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I think that's a beautiful card to have. If you still want to be with this person from the past, then in the future you have all chances to get back together, and that person is more committed, or that you both find another level of commitment to each other. Okay, Aquarius, this is what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you next time.